We're super close. But we have a lot of stuff planned for you, and actually, I bought a box.
Wait. Why don't we teach them how to wash their hands?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, all right.
Just in case you don't know how to wash
Just in case you guys don't know, we're going to show you. Right here. Okay. Uh-huh. Your hands are disgusting. Yes. They're cesspool. Let's get them clean. That's what I'm saying.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. You wet your hands, you run under the water, warm or cold, then you turn it off. Oh, moving quick. Lather those hands. Rub them together with the soap.
Just a little bit?
Well, a lot of it.
Okay.
As much as you have in a bottle. Use 1 bottle per hand wash.
No wonder we're running out of soap.
Yeah, and then you should spend around 20 minutes washing your hands every time.
Tim, I think that says seconds.
It's not on the screen anymore. Who's to say?
Minutes, sorry.
For reference, it is essential that you sing as loud as physically possible.
So, making sure you pick up the neighbors.
Don't question it. Rinse your hands thoroughly. Super thorough. Because not today, Satan. All right. Aggressively dry your hands. As aggressive as possible.
You should probably have...
Then turn off the faucet. But that faucet's dirty, so repeat.
There we go. I think we finished.
Did we just learn how to wash our hands?
We did it.
Okay. Hey. I actually would have done that too. I forgot. Okay. Good call. Good call. This is why we need the police.
This is
6 feet apart.
Sorry.
So Tim, I actually thought I'd order a box off of kind of the weird web.
Oh, the weird part of the web.
Yeah, and it was kind of expensive.
We've all been.
I think it was like $126.75.
That's a random amount. Wow.
But Catherine, can I have that box? I want to show. I hope it's worth
for me now.
The value. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I hope what's in it is worth it. We're gonna do a little unboxing for you guys.
Hey, don't touch. Don't. All right.
Germs. Sorry.
Does anyone have disinfectant spray? Okay. Oh, this is called strength. Oh, that's the power of the Holy Spirit running through my veins. Do you guys?
Worth it?
Can you smell this? I can smell it. Here, I don't know if you guys can really. Okay, I just want you all to really, really hear what's.
That's like
can you
ASMR,
guess? Can you guess?
Really
Someone tell me. Someone tell me in the chat what they think is in. Whoa! Don't look. What's in this box? I think it's Legos. I think it's 3 giant Legos. Let's find out.
Any guesses?
You know what? We'll continue to do this right here. Okay. All right. Ooh, okay. This.
We have disinfectant spray.
This is the best gift.
Someone thinks there's toilet paper in there.
You think there's toilet paper? Does this look like toilet paper to you? Come on. This is disinfectant spray. And good news, because we're going to need that. Don't touch it. Now, how do we disinfect the bottle? Whoa. I think that's a conundrum. This is how. Oh, gosh. Found it. Okay. This is how. You use this to clean stuff.
We can disinfect the disinfectant with the wipe.
This is 100% the best gift I think you've ever gotten me. It might also be the only gift you've ever gotten me. Okay. There's that. Wait. Remember when someone said that they thought it was toilet paper? Because it is toilet paper. Oh, this is valuable stuff. Did you know that on the black market right now, this goes for $3, which is, a lot for one roll. Not a lot, comparatively, but whatever. And then the gem of all gems. This is what pretty much is liquid gold. This is sanitizer. Here, I'll even do, what is that thing that makeup people do where they, and I'm now clean. Did you know that if you eat it, just kidding, if you don't eat it, pretty sure that's really bad for you. Wow, this is all the best things.
I think it was worth its cost.
Yes,
$26.75.
Did you know that 124 of those dollars was this hand sanitizer?
No, but that's
just my guess. It was gifts that I didn't know about until just now. Why don't we officially welcome everyone who arrives?
That sounds great.
In our chat.
Cheryl's
here. Oh, Oh, Cheryl's here. And Goosebumps. What does that mean?
That's somebody's username. But here. And if you're joining us on Instagram, we are also so excited that you're here. Leave a little emoji, a wave, a heart, anything to let us know that you're here. We are super excited that you're joining us. I know this is a little bit weird and a little bit different. We're online and we're not meeting in person, but we didn't want to miss out on a week with you guys.
No.
We already missed last week, and that was really sad.
I am about to explode. I'm so excited for this.
Excited.
I can't believe it's been this long.
I know,
what has it been?
Whole week.
A whole year?
It's like 2
a whole
weeks.
year.
Yeah.
Oh, a whole 2 weeks?
Like 2 years?
I don't have any good.
I mean, after we've been
I don't
stuck
know
inside.
time. What is time? Yeah.
What is it, like Thursday?
It feels Friday. All right. Why don't we play a game with them?
Are you guys
ready for a game?
game?
Yeah. You guys ready for a game?
I think we should play a game.
For a game. I think we should play a game called Fear or Nah. Do you know how to play this game?
I've never played. Can you tell me?
Well, you know how people have phobias?
Okay.
Like, some people are...
Like, I'm really scared of my sister?
Yes. Some people have a phobia of Catherine.
Yeah, that's pretty
called,
common one.
Did you know what it's called?
A fear of Catherine?
Yeah. What is the name of that phobia?
It's like Catherinitis.
It's actually Catherine phobia.
Oh.
It's really easy to guess.
Gotcha.
But good thing that's not on our list. Some people have phobias of like water or...
Oh, that's more common.
Yeah, phobias of Santa Claus.
That's true. Or spiders.
Claustrophobic people. Spiders. Shrek. The normal phobias. But this is a game of real phobias.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know that a Shrek phobia is on this, and I don't even know what that's called, but then I will know. We will know. Do not look up the answers on the internet.
All right, I'll go see what they answer and see if anyone can get it right.
Okay.
All righty.
Yeah, you let me know what they answer. Okay.
All right.
You ready?
Ready? Aaron hates the ocean.
Oh.
Well, I think that's probably Hannah or Maria hates the ocean.
Well, do you know what that's called? So, tell me, what is arachnophobia? Is it a fear of water, a fear of numbers, or a fear of spiders? Now, this one is a softball of a question. How many of you?
First person to answer is...
How many of you know? Which is it?
Cameron says...
Can't get within 6 feet of the camera and all of you.
Cameron says fear of spiders.
Well, Cameron's right, because it is a fear of spiders.
Good job, Cameron.
Now, can anyone tell me a fear of blenders or a fear of balloons? I think that this is a fear of blenders. Why wouldn't it be? It's likely a fear of blenders. I actually knew a guy once who was afraid of blenders.
The first person to answer is Ishmael says it's a blender, and
yes,
we have Abby guessing it's balloons.
Balloons?
Oh, Goosebumps, the mystery person, is guessing balloons.
Goosebumps says balloons. I think Goosebumps knows. Because truth is, it's a fear of slime.
That B threw me off. I definitely thought it.
The word blender pretty much existing in it really threw me off.
Cameron got that one right again.
Cameron got it right?
2 right.
I'm beginning to think she's using the internet.
Except they're arguing that Abby won the last one.
Who won the last one? Let's see. Well, it doesn't matter. We're moving forward. Somnophobia? This one I have not heard of before, as well as either of the ones we've done so far. This is the fear of dreams, or it is the fear of sleep, or it's the fear of not sleeping. Okay. I think this is a trick question. It's actually a fear of summer. It's the fear of summer.
Cameron says fear of sleeping.
Fear of sleeping.
Of not sleeping.
Oh,
of
not sleeping? All right. She seems to know. All right. What are some of the...
And David says dreams.
David says dreams. Well, it turns out it's neither. It is just the fear of sleep. Because there's some people who are afraid of that, apparently.
So Matt Dooling got it right. Oh, wait. And so did Maria.
Oh.
Maria got that one right.
Oh, okay, Maria. I think it would be the worst thing to ever happen to me if I was afraid of sleep. All right, let's see the next one. Astrophobia, the fear of thunder and lightning, or the fear of asteroids, or the fear of pretty sunsets. I'll be honest, sometimes I'm afraid of sunsets. Only when they're scary though. So, healthy fear.
Is that the fear of the Houston Astros cheating?
I think this is the last one.
Houston Astros cheating? Is it? Well, let's see. Did people get it right?
Oh, this one. I don't think I got any answers yet. Asteroids, we have from I think that's David. We have sunsets from Adeline. We have Goosebumps, who says thunder
Turns
and
out
lightning.
it's actually the fear of thunder and lightning.
So Goosebumps got that right.
I think Goosebumps got it right because they are a
And
storybook.
And Abby.
And Abby?
And Abby got it.
Oh, and Abby. Sorry, Abby. I knew you could get it right. When I was making this game, I was like, Abby's gonna get it. She knows this fear. All right. Ooh, we will do one more because I think that this is one that everyone knows. Zoophobia. Is it the fear of humans, the fear of zoos, the fear of animals? I think this is another softball. Of course, it's zoos. Everyone's afraid of the zoo.
I mean, it starts.
Are you afraid of the zoo?
I'm terrified of the zoo.
Yeah, I heard Catherine's afraid of the zoo.
She is, and so is Mrs. Ella says animals. Taylor says zoo. We have animals from David. We have zoo from Abby. We have fear of being captured and put in a human zoo.
Whoa.
By Matt.
Matt is the closest. Just kidding. He's not. I'm going to go with my gut and say zoo. But it's animals. It is the fear of animals. Cameron got it right.
There we go.
Zoophobia is the fear of animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you come back up here?
All right.
But stay away from me when you do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
All right. Good game.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good game.
You guys did pretty good.
You guys actually nailed it.
Excuse me.
Sorry. Yeah, no, my fault.
Let's go.
I was the one that moved.
Go.
Just got it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You want to roll into another game?
I mean, I think that sounds like fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Do it.
Yeah. What do we want to call this game? Do we want to call it Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts?
That's a fun one. Has anyone seen
I
that?
just made that up on the spot. Oh, wait, it's a thing?
It's not a thing?
No, I think it is. It's on late
it's a
night.
thing.
It's on late night
But maybe
TV.
you, or like Tim, and have never seen it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Well, how are we gonna play?
So the rules of this game are: you ask me a question.
Okay, great.
If I can't answer it in time, I think, you know what we'll do lists. Is that what we're gonna do?
Okay.
Is that what we talked about beforehand? Is that
Yeah.
what we thoroughly
This is
planned
what we
for this?
commonly agree
Yes. Okay. So you will ask me to name a certain amount of things in a certain amount of
on.
time,
Oh gosh.
and then I will have to do that. And if I don't, I'm gonna upstairs. So
Okay.
why don't we do a practice round?
That sounds good.
All right, Rachel.
Oh gosh, me
Yeah.
first?
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna give you count. So you have to. All right, you ready?
Great.
3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3,
Tricks!
4,
Text!
5,
Cheerios!
6. That was 3. You
Yeah.
only named 3 in 6 seconds.
Yeah. I guess I'm not really good at this.
Well, why don't we bring in the wheel of this is what everyone said. Yeah, we'll do everything that everyone said.
Fancy.
I think I'm.
Mustard?
Oh, mustard?
Relish?
Oh, wait. What's that? What's that? Oh, syrup? You want me to eat syrup? All right. I mean, if you insist.
Really?
We put syrup on the list. I mean, I was rooting for anchovies, but syrup. Okay. Are we just? Oh, are we getting too close? Getting the
Sorry,
the
we
biscuit?
moved a little too.
Oh, he just wants to spin it.
All right. So
Mr.
I
Bowman.
didn't do it, so now I have to spin the wheel. Oh,
All right. Am I middle school?
yeah.
Did we start? Oh,
Yeah.
we started. Okay. David, Brayson, Logan, Ethan.
I think you're out of time.
Am I out of time? I didn't even get to say Sam or. Come on. Why you got to do that to me?
Sorry. Gotta spin the wheel.
Gross. All right. I'll eat a spoonful of mustard. I'll do it. I'll do it for the team. This. Ugh.
This is pretty gross, guys.
You see this spoonful? This is. There's no water in this mug. It's a prop.
Can you give us some water so that? Oh, this is so gross.
Okay. No. We're good.
Oh my gosh.
We're golden. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just wind it back. Oh gosh. Okay. Whew. This is fake. And it's set. Okay. Your turn. And go.
Famous for me. Raise a Hallelujah.
That's a really good one. Raise a Hallelujah.
I'm done.
That's a really good call. You said. Raise a Hallelujah.
Great is your name. Great as I.
Oh no! You have to spin this.
I get
no!
relish.
Is that water?
I can't get
thank
relish,
you.
guys.
Okay. What do you got?
If that says relish.
Mustard.
Oh, mustard. I'll spin
Oh,
it. Spin again?
mustard? Yeah,
Or
spin
do I-
again. We already did
okay.
mustard.
Hasn't everybody?
I really hope that you have not. All right, here we go, guys.
Tasty.
That was really gross. I'm glad we thought of this game too.
Gross. I'm really glad that wasn't me, to be
Okay.
honest. Okay.
Oh,
Ooh. Ugh. All right. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. You asked me a question.
all
What do
right,
you
all
got?
right, all right. Tim, do you think you could name 8.5 vegetables
8.5 vegetables. 8.5. All right.
in 11 seconds?
Yes.
All right,
Easy.
all right. Ready?
Ready?
Go.
All right. Carrot, broccoli.
Is that? Are you sure? Is it a half or a whole?
It was a whole. All right,
Okay.
carrot, broccoli, corn, green beans. Why did I let you distract me? I don't know anymore. There's only 6. I think I named. There's only 6 vegetables that
I think
exist.
there's probably at least 7.
Oh. Okay. All right. This is for you, viewer. You know what? Let's just really. Well, let's stop. We don't know. I drink a bottle of this every morning. After the gym, and then another bottle right before work. Oh.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. That's a little close. That video is a little close.
Okay. Promise. All right. Okay.
Oh, we gotta
Do you want to? Why don't you roll it? Why don't you spin again
spin
to
it.
kill time
Spin it,
until?
and
you
I'm
get
just gonna
into
eat
the
it. I'm not even
round.
gonna have to do anything. I like that. They're saying yes.
You just spun it, and now you have to eat it.
I don't know.
Why did
That's
you
what
do
you
that?
told me to do.
That sounds gross.
Oh, all right.
You know what? You know what? Instead of putting someone on the screen, because they wouldn't even be able to eat it.
I think we have our social distancing police here.
I think we also have Catherine here.
Ooh.
We have a student, guys. We could have someone who is near and dear to our hearts, and who loves
near
butter.
and dear and not 6
Loves
feet apart from
butter.
me.
Yeah. No, we'll play the game. You can come sit down and we'll play the game. You don't have to just eat it.
Yeah, that would not be fun.
All right. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You 6 feet apart from me? Okay.
The rules still apply here. 6 feet apart, people.
All right. Fun facts.
Taylor used to eat a whole stick of butter.
Taylor did. Woof. That is kind of gross, Taylor. NASCAR drivers. 20 seconds. It's only
It's a whole 20
It's a
seconds.
whole 20 seconds. That's like 40 seconds short of a minute. Okay, don't start. We need our timer. We need our countdown. 3, 2, 1, go.
Jimmy Johnson.
Jonathan.
Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon.
Is this God? God, are you giving her hints?
Hello? God?
Okay.
I mean,
What else you
I'm
got?
not helping
7,
you anymore.
I
6,
don't know anything
5,
else.
4, 3,
God, are you there?
1. God, where? You're definitely there, but you wanted her to eat food, didn't you?
Oh,
You
boy.
look parched. Let me know how it tastes. Let me know what the mouthfeel is
Tastes
of
good.
relish. It's really just a bunch of tiny pickles.
I don't like pickles.
Oh no!
I'm sorry.
Don't throw up.
Hopefully she doesn't throw up.
I think she'll make it, but if she doesn't, This is Matt Dooling's fault. Just kidding.
What was that big thud I just
thought
heard?
about what?
What was that big thud I just heard upstairs?
Hopefully not Catherine.
Could be.
I mean, it
vomit.
could have been expired, but
Ooh.
we didn't tell her that. So
Ooh. We didn't tell her that.
I guess
You didn't even tell me that that was expired. Yeah. All right. Why don't we
we don't really eat relish in this house, so I don't know when it was bought.
Why don't we transition into something real?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Do you guys want something a little more?
Yeah. You want something
real?
substantial?
Yeah.
You want a lesson? Do you guys want a lesson? I knew why you're all here. No, this one is pretty relevant and important. The title of our message today is called No Fear, because I think that, with everything that's going on around us, it's hard not to just be a little bit afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can sit here if you want the whole time, but I'm not gonna give just a quick lesson to you guys.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna continue to sit right here. Actually, you know what? This is good. This is a good spot. This is a good spot for everyone involved. All right. How you guys doing out there, by the way? Is everyone doing all right? Are we still having fun? We're gonna be together for another maybe 10 minutes. I know I might have said that we would go till 6:30, but we're actually gonna go to 6:40 because I like to keep you all on your toes. So today's lesson is called No Fear, and I thought that this was pretty relevant because of what's going on around us. And like we talked about with the phobias, I mean, everyone has. Other people are afraid of snakes. Some people are afraid of heights. Some people are afraid of Shrek, probably. Some people are afraid of getting caught TikToking in a Hannaford grocery store. I know that's one of my biggest fears. But my number one biggest fear, true story, is that Haley and Justin Bieber would break up. Because if their marriage can't last, then does love even really exist? And that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about. Haley and Justin, just kidding. But then there are some more real fears that all of us experience. Sometimes you experience fear in different ways. Fear of maybe getting a rejection letter from the #1 college that you were hoping to get into. Maybe you're afraid that your very old grandmother who lives on her own is going to fall and have an accident, so you worry about her. Maybe you hear your parents fighting, and not only is that scary, but then you hear them throw around the word divorce. That's terrifying. That is a terrifying thing to go through and to experience. And what I want to talk to you guys today about is what you do and how you react to that, and how you react to fear, and what how it can take over you. So what do you guys do in the face of fear? Like what do you do in those times when it's scary? What are you doing right now? I mean, we're kind of in the midst of a storm. There's the fear of this virus. I mean, this is taking over, guys. There's a reason I'm coming to you from YouTube Live and not from our Starpoint youth room. It's kind of grabbed hold of all of us. It's grabbed hold of this nation. More and more states are kind of on lockdown, which is a scary thing to kind of live through, because this is a storm that, I'll be honest, I don't know where the end is. I can't see it, but I do have hope, and that's the thing, guys. Fear can paralyze us, and fear can kind of take hold, and it can choke you. And when you look it in the eye and you see fear, it can really kind of change you. I've got a quick story about fear for you guys, if you don't mind. It's not as serious as what's going on around us right now, but it is a time where I was terrified. I was paralyzed with fear. I was hiking along with my friends. So me and a group of people, we were hiking in northern Colorado in a Rocky Mountain National Park. We decided we wanted to go backpacking there. I'll even show you a picture of us. This is the three of us, but there's actually a few more. we had this trip planned. We were going to hike in the Rocky Mountain National Park. And when we got there, this was 2 years ago, the wildfires in Colorado were really taking over. They were huge. So the trail we had planned to go on was literally on fire. It was, you could see it from base camp. I mean, it was all ablaze. So obviously we can't hike there. So we decided last minute to do a less traveled hike. It was a hike that goes through actually outside of Rocky Mountain National Park and into an area called Never Summer. We can still handle this. So about 3 days into this hike, we had set up camp. We had set up a tent, and we had put our bags farther away from our tent because, you know, the food tent. We didn't want our food tent near where we sleep. So it was around dusk. The sun had set, and we were getting ready to go call an early night. And so I walked out to my bag, and I was digging through my bag, and it was about 25, 30 feet from my tent. I was digging through the bag, and I heard some rustling. And I just assumed it was one of my friends that was with us. I assumed maybe it was my friend Greg here. I heard a little more rustling, so then I was like, well, maybe this is weird. So I looked up. About 25 feet away from me was a moose. Now, I don't know if you imagine a horse and then just imagine something bigger with massive antlers. There's a moose, and this moose was staring straight at me, and I looked up and made eye contact with this moose, who was about 20 feet away. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but moose are really aggressive, and moose charge. They charge anything and everything because that's kind of all they got to protect themselves. So when I was there, I looked up and I saw this moose, and I was paralyzed with fear. I just froze. I didn't know what to do. Now, thankfully, I'll go back to this picture here. This is Bree. Now, Bree saw the moose as well and ran down to me. And her running down to me actually spooked the moose. So then the moose charged me, and it sprinted through the woods at me. And when it got about 6 feet away, Bree got to me and grabbed me, and we sprinted up the mountain back towards our camp. We literally dove into the tent as this moose stopped right outside our tent. And it stood there and made that kind of blowout sounds that a moose makes. I don't know, it's just like, you know, like a horse almost. And it did that right above our tent, and then it did another couple laps around our tent. Literally, it like walked circles around us, and then it left. Guys, I'll tell you a little secret. I have never peed my pants out of fear, except that moment. I did a little bit. I was terrified. I was paralyzed with fear, and a moose charged me. And if it wasn't for Bree, I don't know what would have happened. I was afraid that moose was going to eat me. I'm pretty sure moose don't eat meat, but I think that moose was going to run up, and it was going to take a big old bite out of this handsome mug. And I would have been real protocol with a moose. They're aggressive because they're dumb, by the way. So literally all you have to do is hide behind a tree, and they think you're gone. They don't even think you're there anymore. They have a bad sense of smell, and they just use their eyes. And if they can't see you, they think you're gone. So whether it was appropriate for me to be as afraid as I was, whether it was a healthy fear and a healthy reaction to my pants and not move, that's beside the point. But the thing is, so I'm going to go back to the screen. When I was researching for this, I was like, what does everyone actually know the definition of fear? So I looked it up for you guys. Luckily, you don't have to. So guys, the definition of fear is an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain, or a threat. So what do you guys do in the face of danger? What do you guys do in the face of pain? What do you do when you have to look pain in the eye and it stares back and fear paralyzes you? What do you do when you're afraid of not getting into the college you wanted to do? What do you do when you're afraid that this virus is going to affect you and your family in a personal way? Most people turn to friends. That's what I would do. Turn to family. Most people turn to them for help. And sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's not so good. I mean, have you ever been given bad advice, need help with this problem, and they just don't have an answer for you? Does it ever feel like you're just alone? That like no one understands what I'm going through right now. No one can help me. This is because we're all human, guys. I don't think you'll never get the perfect advice from your family and friends that you need. Not always, and not every time. But there is experience in what you're going through, guys, and that is God. That is Jesus. Jesus knows what we've been through, and God doesn't give bad advice, guys. So what I want to do real quick is turn to a book of the Bible. We're actually going to go to Psalms. It's going to be Psalms 46. Now, this is a story. Well, this isn't a story necessarily. It's a psalm, but this was written by someone who was going through something. He was literally in the middle of a storm, and he saw no way out of it. I mean, the walls roar and foam, and the mountains quake with their surging. Guys, do you ever feel like the world is crumbling around you? I mean, look at what's going on around us right now. This is pretty much it's taken over. Guys, I just want to tell you all that God wants to be a refuge. The definition of a refuge is essentially, well, the word literally means to flee. And what God wants is that he wants us to flee to him because he is our refuge. He wants us to run to him for shelter. He wants us to run to him for protection, guys. God is our strength. God is. I know sometimes people make promises and they don't keep them. God keeps every promise he makes. So when he says that he is our refuge and he is our strength, and I'll read those to you. There is, I'll go to it too, actually, in the slide, so you can see it too. There's a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her. She will not fail. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar. Kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice. The earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us to the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. This paints a huge, vivid picture of the strength of God. God is greater than all the things going on in our life. God is greater than what makes you anxious. God is greater than the stress. God is greater than depression. God is greater than the expectation of getting into a school that your parents want you to go to. God is greater. In verse 10, it continues. He is the ruler of the whole world. He is the ruler of all, and he will be exalted because he is greater. He knows the earth, and he knows everything that goes on here. He is literally Lord over the whole world. So, like, how can you doubt him? How can you ever think that God doesn't know what you're going through or doesn't know your fear? The last verse here, it really wrapped up with verse 11. That was verse 10. I know I didn't show you. Verse 11, it goes, the Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. The NLT version, I really wanted you guys to see this. It writes, the Lord of heaven's armies is here among us. The God of Israel is our fortress. Can you guys imagine God in front of his armies, in front of all of the heavenly hosts, in front of the angels, standing there? It is a magnificent, vivid picture that this paints, that he is so much greater. Whenever you are afraid, just imagine him standing there in front of the armies, ready to come to your aid, ready to be your shelter and your refuge. God is greater. Fear is a human emotion, and so we all feel it, and sometimes it's healthy to feel it. It was healthy to be afraid of that moose, because if I was not, I would have just got charged and speared by its antlers, and that would have been miserable. I wouldn't be here today. Well, maybe I would be, but I don't think I'd be able to sit here and give this lesson. And so I really want you all to remember that there is peace in God, because he knows what we're afraid of. He knows what's going on right now in the world. He isn't absent. He's here with us right now. And he's here to protect us. For being who you are, Lord. Thank you so much for protecting us in our times of need and in struggle, Lord. Like the psalmist says, Lord, we can be still and we can know that you are the Lord, you are God, and that there is no reason to fear anymore, Lord, because you are in control. You are our refuge and our shelter and our strength, Lord. You know what's going on down here. You know what COVID-19 is doing to the entire world, but you are the ruler of it all. You're the ruler of the whole world. And so with you in control, we can be at peace. We can be at ease, knowing that you are bigger. You are greater than our fears. No matter what comes at us, Lord, you are better, and you are bigger, and you are greater. Lord, I just want to thank you that we could come together as a group today, and that we could play some games. We could be really corny and somewhat awkward in front of a YouTube live screen and project it to everyone in their living rooms. Lord, I thank you that this technology exists. And I thank you that our Starpoint family is strong, and that we will get through this, and we will stick together, and we'll come out the other end an even tighter group of friends. In your wonderful and blessed name, amen.
Amen. Thanks, Tim. But there was also a great message, and we don't need to be afraid of this virus.
Mm-hmm.
But for those of you who stuck around, I have them go. Tim, if you want to go read off some names,
yeah.
I'm going to put them on our wheel.
Okay.
And the first people to comment their names are the names
in the YouTube comments, and we'll put it on the wheel, and we'll spin the wheel, and the winner gets a card. All right, so
Elena, Abby, Grayson,
Elena, Abby, Ella as well.
Cameron,
Kiara. We had a bunch too. We got Logan, Maddie P, Adeline, Shiloh, Dakota. All right, let's wrap up.
Elena, Abby, Grayson, Annabelle, you got all those?
You can double.
Cameron and Taylor, Hannah and Maria,
David, Rebecca.
Ethan Bressel.
All right, we are cutting it off right now.
All right, sorry if your name didn't get put on here. I wrote them down as fast as I could in the order I heard them. I'd be wrong, but we are going to spin this wheel 3 times.
Yeah, and don't worry, we're doing this every week, so.
Ready for 1?
I think, yeah, a couple spins. I'll get in there too. We should get your cat down here. Okay.
All right,
spin. Give it, yeah, one more. All right.
And it is.
The
Drum
winner
roll.
is
Ishmael.
Remember when we thought we just spelled your name wrong? Well, you got a prize for it. Yes.
All right, and again.
Yeah.
If you participated in this week's Instagram challenge, it was also on Facebook. So if you don't have Instagram, make sure your parents are following us on Starpoint Students Facebook account.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be sending you a little something in the mail. So look forward to that. And we have more challenges coming this week. So keep your eyes open for that. Again, if you don't have Instagram, have your parents follow us on Facebook. We post announcements on there all the time.
It's true. And there are small group questions or growth group questions that go along with the lesson I gave today. So your parents should have those actually. So just ask them, and they'll have a sheet, and they can go through some questions with you. And pay attention, because we might be starting a Bible studies and things like that. So we're going to come to you in unique and creative ways, and we're still going to interact as a group. But thanks for hanging out tonight.
Thanks.
Yeah.